and pioneers of the game like Earl Lloyd, Chuck Cooper, Sweetwater Clifton, the great Bill Russell, and particularly Magic Johnson, I apologize, are contrary to the principles of inclusion and respect that form the foundation of our diverse, multicultural, and multi-ethnic league. They simply have no place in the NBA. Effective immediately, I am banning.
Welcome back to Hollywood Pulse. Big thanks for all the love. Make sure to smash that subscribe button so you don't miss a single twist in this wild saga. Brittney Griner just got scrubbed from the WNBA, and the reason has the whole league buzzing. Word is, some alleged medical doc hit the internet and flipped the script overnight. It barely stayed up 24 hours, but that was enough to spark chaos. The claim? That Griner was born male. And just like that, no press release, no heads up, her name got wiped clean off the WNBA's official site. Not a peep from the league. Just cold, eerie silence. Fans are losing it. Some people are saying, finally, like it was overdue, while others are calling it straight up foul play. But here's where it gets dirty. Griner's inner circle says she's livid, and she's not keeping quiet. She's aiming her frustration straight at NBA boss Adam Silver. She's convinced this was no accident. She got played. You remember the old talk about her deep voice, her size, and her time behind bars in Russia? All that noise is crawling back now, and it's hitting different. Folks who once stood by her, gone silent. Not even a retweet. That quiet is screaming. But let's be real, this don't feel random. This feels plotted, like the league already had an exit plan locked and loaded. They didn't just stumble into this. They pulled strings in the dark and hoped nobody would notice. But now, it's front page mess. And the timing? Way too shady to ignore. None of this even started with documents. It all lit up after that viral Caitlin Clark moment. What began as a typical game day clash spiraled into a personal war. And just like that, folks weren't talking sports anymore. They came straight for Griner's identity like it was fair game. And then boom, a random Reddit post drops. No real name, no solid proof, just a blurry screenshot claiming it was her medical file. That flimsy pic? It hit the internet like a grenade. Suddenly, people who had doubts since 2013 acted like it was confirmed fact. One messy image kicked off an internet wildfire. And the WNBA? They moved fast. Like, oddly fast. Her name got yanked from All-Star voting, her jersey vanished from the team store, and her photo disappeared from the league's site. Gone like she never even played. Then came the TikTok firestorm. One user broke down the whole situation in a viral video that racked up millions of views.
With Brittney Griner in the midst, people are actually speculating, hey, this probably really could have happened because a lot of people believe that Brittney Griner is not a female. A lot of people believe that Brittney Griner is the first male to play in the WNBA.
But even after that, the league stayed quiet. No comment, no denial, no PR cleanup, just silence. That silence? It's deafening, and it's got fans thinking this goes way deeper than just rumors. This might be about control, image, and burying the truth. If the WNBA thought they were covering something up, they just might have exposed everything instead. Then the whispers started creeping in. Someone on the inside spilled that Brittney's eligibility was suddenly under internal review. And just like that, by the end of the week, she was yanked off the active roster. That's when Adam Silver's name slid right into the mix. Rumor is, he saw those same so-called leaked files, and instead of keeping it locked down, he allegedly gave the green light to cut her loose. No meeting, no statement, just boom, gone. Now here's the twist. When Adam finally spoke on the ban, fans started asking the real question. Not, is the leak even real? But why now? Why wait over a decade to act if this info was floating around behind the scenes? This didn't scream panic. It smelled like a plan that had been sitting on ice, just waiting for the green light. Let's not act brand new. This didn't all start with a single Reddit post. People been side-eyeing Griner for years. That blurry screenshot just cracked the door wide open for folks to say what they'd been holding in. Since her rookie year, people said she was too tall, too ripped, too masculine to be a real woman. And when those topless photos hit the net, nobody took them down. Other female athletes get flagged instantly, but Brittney, nothing.
Swag you, Brittney. Let me see something real quick. Brick, thank you. Get the out of here, yo. Jab stepping, it's the brick. Swing and a miss.
Oh!
Yo, I ain't gonna fake it right now.
Swag is down for the count. Let's get it.
Got my hand right here.
Oh!
No warnings, no censorship, just silence. That silence gave folks space to speculate hard. Then came the Russia scandal, and that blew everything up. People were out here claiming she was in a men's prison. Was it ever confirmed? Nope, didn't matter. The story caught fire anyway, and once again, no lawyer, no WNBA spokesperson, nobody stepped up to shut it down. Just another wall of silence. And that silence? It wasn't clueless. It was calculated. Even while folks online were zooming in on old videos, analyzing her voice, her body, everything, the league kept putting her on pedestals, especially during Pride Month. They made her return from Russia feel like a national event, but behind the scenes, fans had already pieced the puzzle together. And the WNBA, they knew it. They had years to kill the rumors, but they chose not to. That ain't just passive. It's strategy. And now that this supposed truth is blowing up, people are asking way bigger questions. Like, what else has the league been hiding? How long have they known? How deep does this go? At first, everybody aimed their heat at the WNBA. But now, one name keeps circling: Adam Silver. Insiders swear the moment those files started trending, Adam didn't hesitate. And no, it wasn't about Griner breaking rules. It was about how the league looked. This was never about fairness. It was about image management. Sponsors started sweating. Fans were arguing. And Caitlin Clark? She was catching strays for drama she wasn't even involved in. Sources say Silver told his people, handle it. Quiet, fast. No media circus. That's code for cut Brittney off before this turns into a PR bomb. This was never about her game. Not her past. Not her interviews. It was about the kind of spotlight the league didn't want to deal with during All-Star Weekend.
Start off with the Mercury. Thank you so much, everybody with the Phoenix Mercury organization. All the hard work, long hours, everything that y'all did to for me, my wife, my family, getting me back home, being there, supporting me, letting me know that I wasn't alone. It means everything to me. To everybody, Vince, Bryce, Jim, coach, everybody, the players,
And Adam Silver? He's the puppeteer behind all of it. Brand deals, long-term vision. He doesn't move without a plan. So for this to happen during one of the biggest seasons ever, yeah, that's not random. That's a full-on reset. And Brittney, she didn't fit the new narrative. Simple as that. Adam Silver even slipped up in a clip, admitting some major partners were starting to question their backing of the WNBA.
And cause current and former players, coaches, fans, and partners of the NBA to question their very association with the league.
That's when the real game began. Behind closed doors, moves were made fast. Brittney got pulled from promo campaigns, yanked from press events, and if you've been watching close, you know she's dipped out of interviews before. So her being MIA again, nobody blinked at first. But here's the part that hits ice cold. Insiders say Brittney wasn't even told. No call, no heads up. She allegedly found out she was off the roster when her name vanished from the league's internal system. Just wiped, like she never existed. And if Adam Silver had nothing to do with it, wouldn't he be out here trying to separate himself from the mess? Instead, he's saying nothing. And that silence, it's louder than a press conference. Let's be real. If the WNBA pulled this move with Adam's nod, then Brittney wasn't just dropped. she got erased. Now her legal team's heating up. Word is, they're prepping a lawsuit for wrongful removal. Their stance? If the league acted based on leaked, unverified medical records, private ones at that, then that's a major violation, especially since Brittney cleared every eligibility check when she first joined. So if nothing's changed in the rules, what exactly are they accusing her of now? That's the question fans keep throwing out. And the more folks examine that so-called evidence, the flimsier it looks. People online acted like the leak proved everything, like it was black and white. She's a man. End of story. But let's pump the brakes. Insiders say that document didn't even claim that outright. It allegedly mentioned some unclear medical details, maybe related to intersex traits or early hormone therapy. Nothing was confirmed. No hard facts. Just foggy info getting twisted by people with agendas. But that didn't stop the internet from snapping. One blurry doc, and suddenly folks thought it was a closed case. Meanwhile, behind the scenes, total chaos. And if Brittney's lawyers start peeling back the layers, this could explode into something way bigger than expected. The league might not just be dealing with a scandal, they could be facing legal smoke. And let's set the record straight. Nowhere in those leaked docs did it say born male. That line? People filled that in themselves. The wild part? Even if it was true, it still wouldn't have disqualified her. Facts. The WNBA has never required gender testing. They've never made a policy about biological sex. And hormone levels? Not part of the eligibility criteria. Period. Here's how it really works.
Women's basketball. Girls have to stay in college 2 years or 3 years?
4 years.
Oh, they gotta do all 4.
4 years. They gotta do all 4 years. You have to be a senior you have to be a senior or completed, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, or be the age of, you know what I'm saying, a senior. You can't have any more eligible, you know what I'm saying? You have to play 4 years in the NCAA in order to be eligible to go to the WNBA.
If you meet the checklist, you're good. So why is she suddenly out? What changed? Fans are starting to say the quiet part out loud. This wasn't a slip. This was a setup. A straight-up smear job meant to make Griner look like she cheated her way in. Not transparency, but manipulation. And once the league started acting shady, fans did what they do best. Started pulling receipts. And what they uncovered? This ain't just a Brittney Griner story anymore. It's exposing a whole pattern. A pattern of silence, backdoor deals, and players getting tossed when they don't fit the brand's new image. Something big is unraveling. People started calling out how the WNBA treats any player who dares to step outside their box. Look at Liz Cambage. She spoke up about racism in the league, and what did she get? Labeled a problem. Not heard. Not supported. Just brushed off.
Report says that you called the players monkeys and told them to go back to their third world country. You have vehemently denied these reports.
Yes.
But there is also a group of people that say that you did say these things. Why are these stories so drastically different?
A lot of girls don't like me. I don't really lean towards racially backed insults. That's not how I go. I'm very pro-black.
She even tried to break it down in interviews, like this one right here. But the league wasn't trying to hear her. They iced her out anyway. Then there's Skylar Diggins-Smith, a real one. She gave the league her all. Played hurt, pushed through pregnancy, came back ready to grind, and her reward? Silence. Her own team ghosted her like she didn't exist.
Now, this was a quote that she said. She said, "I know I may not be everyone's cup of tea in that locker room. Why is there always drama with this girl?" And I thought the caption here was interesting. She's like, working on improving myself, not proving myself.
No warning, no reason, just cut off like dead weight. And now fans are connecting the dots. These ain't random incidents. They're red flags waving loud in a system that keeps failing its own players. Listen to this clip from a fan breaking down what really happened to Skylar. It's too real. And Brittney? She's stuck in the exact same cycle. People are now digging up old footage showing just how uncomfortable she looked during interviews. Especially the ones she straight up walked out of. Like this one right here, she left mid-question. and the reporter was stunned. The signs were there. While Griner was getting pushed further into the shadows, the WNBA was giving Caitlin Clark the VIP treatment. She's everywhere, front and center in every promo, polished in every headline, protected like gold. All while her rookie season hasn't even hit the halfway mark. And that contrast? Hard to ignore. Brittney was always seen as too much, too real, too powerful, too unfiltered. Meanwhile, Clark got branded as just right. Clean image, safe choice, easily packaged. And fans who've been riding with Brittney since day one, they see the setup for what it is. They're asking, how is it that Griner and players like her carry this league through tough times only to get dumped when someone more sellable comes along? One viral comment said it all. This will not end well for the WNBA. And what's making it worse? The league still hasn't said a word. No official statement, no clarification, no explanation for why Brittney's name just vanished. The longer they stay quiet, the more it smells like a full-blown cover-up, not a league decision. And if that's what this is, Brittney's next move could flip the whole table. Because if the WNBA thought she was gonna bow out quietly, they forgot who they were messing with. If Brittney's going down, you better believe she's not going alone. Make sure to like, share, comment, and hit that subscribe button so you never miss a twist this wild. We'll catch you in the next one, because trust, this saga is just getting started.